Assalamu alaikum, this is Imran from the Muslim Minute, and today we have with us Dr. Sabeel. Ahmed, Dr. Sabeel, how are you doing?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah. We are in the car, drive carefully.
I'm going to focus on the road, but I will. My heart and my mind will be with you.
Okay, inshallah.
So the topics or some of the questions I wanted to ask you pertain to our youth. Our channel actually focuses on high school age and college age kids, and someone who's a specialist in the field of dawah. Oftentimes when our kids go to college, they're encountered with different ways of life. They're encountered with new ideologies that come in the form or come through the means of philosophy classes, psychology classes, biology, chemistry, and whatnot. So my first question to you is, do our children, our young adults, men and women, do they need to be prepared for a journey like college? Like, is there some type of training that they should go through? Is there certain prerequisite knowledge they should have when they start college?
All right, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Good questions, really relevant to the youth who are going to schools and colleges. We should always realize that Islam is the truth, and every single thing that we do, we should do it with the frame of reference of the Quran and the authentic Sunnah. So when we are going to colleges, we are going there first and foremost, our label is the label of a Muslim. That means how we act, how we behave, how we interact with the professors, with the people of opposite gender, with the non-Muslims around us. It has to be with the framework of us being as a Muslims. Secondly, it's important for us to know when we are taking classes, for example, as you said, philosophy or evolution, biology, biochemistry, sometimes these classes, they may start to create a doubt or doubts in our mind. Maybe there is no creator, maybe the life started just by itself, right? Abiogenesis. Or maybe the Quran is just copied from the Bible, and many questions may be coming to a person's mind. So we have to realize, even though we may not have the answers right away as college students, we should know that our scholars, people of dawah and experts, they do have the answers. If you are getting any doubts, go and consult them. Don't just Google, because Google may be right, Google may be wrong. Go and consult with people of knowledge. Number two would be, it is important for us to also start gaining knowledge for two reasons. I would say reason number one, to get confidence in Islam, right? So our iman can become strong. And secondly, we have an obligation to share the message. How do we share it? How do we become the best salespeople? By packaging the message with our knowledge and experience and introduce to the non-Muslims around us. May that be our classmates, right? Teachers or staff members of the college or school. So sharing is an obligation for all of us, no matter neighbors, college students, right? Masjid open houses, dawah booths. It's an obligation.
So a couple highlights. You said, have in your circle people who are knowledgeable. So you mentioned the word scholars or students of knowledge, or people who are just more knowledgeable than us. And that makes sense, right? Because in life, when we're dealing with psychological issues, we'll see a counselor or a psychologist. When we're in high school, we see the guidance counselor to help us decide what college to choose from. When we are sick, we go to the doctor. So similarly, in this regard, when it comes to matters of faith, we go to the specialist. So that was a great advice. Second point you mentioned was seeking knowledge for ourselves, empowering ourselves. And what a correlation, right? We go to college because we want to empower ourselves. We want to become physicists, engineers, doctors, teachers, and we sit with people of knowledge in those respective fields, and we gain from their knowledge. So similarly in this, we gain knowledge. And then third, you brought up, I'm sorry, could you remind me the third point?
Yeah, so I mentioned that we should always keep Quran and the Sunnah as a frame of reference.
Yes.
And always try to have, in a subtle way, direct way, inside the interest of the people around you, so they can ask questions about Islam, and then you can share Islam with them.